never done anything deep.
So when they say that, you don't run them away. If anything, you can go up, but you don't never go up to go down, right?
Welcome to 12 Days of Christmas. I'm your host, Lil D, and today we're turning Jayden into a lash artist. So we're at ALA Beauty Academy, and Ashley, the owner and operator and certified teacher, is about to show her the correct way to do some lashes and make sure she has clients forever. So let's go.
Hello everyone, my name is Ashley Adams and I'm a licensed eyelash artist and I'm the owner of ALA Beauty Studios and Academy. And today we're gonna teach Jayden all about lash extensions, how to service clients, and continue to thrive in her lash journey.
Hey Jayden, this is Ashley. Ashley, this is Jayden.
Hi Jayden, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm great.
All right, so today she's about to teach you everything you need to know. She's the only person in Dallas I ever let do my lashes. The 3 times a year I get them done. So you're in great hands.
But sometimes people have sparse lashes and they don't have enough growth. In situations I've seen, like our lashes are just like our hair. If you bald headed on your head, you probably bald headed on your lashes. But I ain't trying to be funny or nothing. I hope I wasn't mic up for that. Okay, but you don't say that on the radio. But 9 times out of 10, however your natural hair grows is how your lash extensions grow. So people have full natural beautiful hair, then they probably gonna have full natural lashes. So, and then with age, your lashes change as well. So you just wanna always be able to pay attention. Like I said, sometimes people have cancer and they're going through chemo, and so their lashes will shed and they'll be real fine. So you wanna ask questions before you get on people. And so I'll show you a client, we'll do a client consultation. So yes, you just want to make sure that when you clean in the lash extensions, you'll pump out. Of course, we have in here lash wash that we'll make. So you're going to make sure you pump out the lash wash, clean the lashes, rinse them off, and then dry the lashes. You want to tell your clients, don't pick their lashes, don't pull their lashes. You know what I'm saying? You want to be able to educate them. You also want to tell them, don't put mascara on their lash extensions. If you need more mascara, maybe we need to go into a different lash set. Prices, what it costs. How much do you think those lashes should be on your eye right now? Because you did a volume set.
50.
That is a good volume set price. If you made those fans yourself and applied them to the eye, that's what they would be worth. Now, I'm not saying those clusters aren't worth $150 right now. I'm gonna tell you what makes them not worth it. Can they last for 3 weeks?
No.
At least you didn't lie. At least you know that, so that's good. How long can those last?
I usually take them off after a week.
Party lashes, that's what we call clusters. That's what I was taught in school, is clusters or party lashes. So you upsell those to someone who just wants something fast, right? I don't think that it's a bad idea to service clusters. And I'm gonna tell you why. It's a target audience for everybody, right? So when we're talking about prices and we're talking about numbers, somebody might want, how much would you charge for your clusters?
The ones that I have on is just like, I don't know, 45.
Yeah. So let's say clusters running from anywhere from $35 to $55. Depending on location, 75115 is packed with lash techs and beauty professionals over here where we're at in the southwest of Dallas. So the Great South, like, you got to consider that. But just imagine how much money you could contain even at the school with your classmates. They're gonna want to spend this type of money all the time. I have a lash artist that came through the program. She was charging this for every set less than $100 for volume, mega volume, hybrid, anything. And I'm like, you know, when you come get your lash license, the most natural sets start off at $125 minimum. I don't do nothing under $125. I really should be doing $150. On my site, my classics are $140. But that's because this is a 2 to 4 hour service. I know your lashes are not going to shed off in less than 3 weeks. I know you can come back to me in the maximum amount of time that it takes for shedding to occur. And I know for a fact that this money is going to be valid. So what I'm saying is you staying in beauty school while you at, it changes the trajectory of your value. See, if you don't ever take your license serious, you'll just be stuck right here all the time. But if you take your license serious, these are refill prices. Why get caught doing a refill price on a full set? They full set prices, but these are our refill prices. You get what I'm saying? Just having a license underneath your belt changes everything, and it allows you to not only service lash extensions and be able to do nails and be able to do hair and be flexible, it just allows you to create the freedom that you need. Some people work all day and barely make $100 a day. C, common, C, classic. The client says, I don't want all that. I want them real calm, real natural. I'm going to C. Well, I like C. I like a little flare, but I do want you to be able to see them. I don't want them straight out. I'm going to CC. You tell me CC means a little bit more curled, right? CC. You tell me, no, I like drama. I want you to see my lashes. When I blink, I want you, D for drama. You don't want to do nobody lashes for 3 hours and then they sit up and they say, I want these off right now. You're going to be so upset about that. You're going to be like, but they look so, and they might even say they look really, really good. And then when you realize that they look good and they just didn't like the work that you did because you didn't listen, that's not going to be worthwhile. So, you know the curls, C's and D's are going to be the most common. I would say getting in familiar with J curl is good because some Hispanic Caucasians, they have a more straight lash, and so you need to understand that changing the curl based off of the client's lash is important, and they do have a lot of J's, so you're gonna run into C curl, D curl, and J curl a lot. Don't get confused just yet. I don't think you're confused, but classics are 1 lash to 1 extension. So classic is 1 to 1, okay? You got it? Mm-hmm. How can you make 3 stick if you can't make 1 stick? Classic is the foundation of lash extensions. I'm gonna show you both today, but still. I personally love classic lashes. I'm a mascara girl. I like for things to look natural on me, but we're gonna teach you both because clients, they just want what they want, and you need to be able to give them what they want. These are actually going to be lighter than these because you can pick up 3, 5, 2, more than 1. But here, you don't need to get caught putting 1 to 1. Do you understand why this weighs more than this one? Why this weighs more than that one? If you do the math, 0.07 plus 0.07 is 0.14. So 2 of these equal the weight of 1 of these. The natural lash, these are the lengths. Typically, I start at 9 millimeters. Some people have 9 millimeter lashes, like for real, and that's what they need. They don't need 11s on what a 9 needs to be on, because they really got a 5. You really got 5 millimeter lashes up in her, and you want me to make you somebody you're not. It just doesn't make sense. But, these people want these things. It's like Nemo, you just can't do these things. Okay, so you just need to make sure that you explain that to clients like, hey, oh yeah, I'm gonna do these lashes because she got some natural lashes. Okay, Amy, let me just do what I do, Amy. Okay? Because Amy, you gotta educate Amy. So I want to show you what's gonna happen once we get into applying them to the mannequin. So I know you've been applying lashes on the cluster method, meaning you can apply them under or you can apply them on top, right? Well, now we're gonna get into a more meticulous, meaning like zoom in, like tiny, okay? And we're gonna apply 1 to 1, okay? This is luxury. This is convenience. This is top tier. This is fast. I need to get out. I'm going somewhere real quick and I'll be back next week. You know what I'm saying? So you got to differentiate the two. If the client come in there in a hurry, don't try to sell this, sell that. Okay? So we're going to do a model. Not a model, a mannequin of classic lashes. Okay? This is your mannequin. These eyeballs are replaceable. After you lash them, you can throw them away or you can keep them and, you know, feel good about them. So when you're doing lash extensions, you just want to make sure that it's really clean. Everything around you, you just want to make sure you have access to it, okay? All right, you need tweezers. Buy more tweezers, okay? So this tweezer is one of my favorites. Straight, curved, volume. They all have different reasons, okay? Different uses, okay? So when you're setting up, you're gonna always need a glue ring. So make sure your lash supplies are clean. Your implements are already clean to go. Implements will be your tweezers. Yeah, there you go. Your tweezers, and you wanna make sure that those are disinfected every day and night. I'll send you a barbicide training that you can take by yourself. Okay. And I'm expect you to have it done before the beauty day when we link up again in December. At least that'll have you trained on how to clean your tools. Like I said, that girl was cleaner. Would you want to learn from me if I was doing this right now? Yeah, girl, so come on over here and get your lashes. I'm gonna teach you how to do lashes. You wouldn't want to learn from me if I was doing that. So I'm just telling you, don't be that girl, okay? All right. This is your lash wash shampoo to put inside of your lash wash so you can do lash baths and charge people $10 for a lash bath or make them clean their lashes. That's what they call them. Simple as that. But you want to make sure that your tweezers, I like to keep these tips on my tweezers because if they fall, they hit the ground, they'll never be the same no more. It's something about them. Honestly, women should buy their men these for the holidays so they can pick at their man face, but neither here nor there. But these are good tweezers and they'll last you for a very long time. I still have tweezers from 6 years ago. I really do. So, but sometimes when you drop them, they bend and they die. Okay? So you just want to make sure that you're not dropping your tweezers, okay? And you always need glue rings. I don't want you to use your glue rings, but here are mine. What kind of lash tray is this?
The classic one.
Okay, and then what's the difference between this lash tray and the one I gave you earlier?
The other one had all from like 9 to 16. This one only has 11.
So that means the whole tray is what?
Only 11 millimeters.
Okay. I typically am fun and outgoing, but when I do lashes, I just don't talk. I don't really care to talk to them. Little do people know I don't care. This is my therapy. So if their cheeks and their jaws are moving, it affects the service time and it affects the service. This is how they are doing the services and providing them to their clients. So even with me personally, I've always used client consultation forms. I have like 400 of these filled out because I cannot get you another eye, but I can get you another patch of hair. But I always want to make sure that my clients give me consent to perform the lash service on them. Now, this is a little outdated, but you know, you can have an app, you can use your website, your booking link, but I personally am old-fashioned, so I have my client consultation form on paper. But this is basically you reviewing with your client before you start the service on them. They'll be able to give you insights on what they want, and then you'll be able to give them insights on what's happening during the service, right? Then on the back side of the paper is the questions that you have for your client. Okay? So questions like, do you wear contact lenses, sorry. They'll say, yeah, I got them in now. And then I'll say, well, do you want to keep them in during your service? And then they'll be like, oh no, I'm gonna take them out. And then they'll say, yeah, I'm fine. So this is a dialogue that needs to happen because why? You only get one pair of eyes. That's it. What's your client name?
What's your name?
You gotta talk to the client like the client. Like, I'm ready for you. Come on.
Kelsey.
Yes.
Hi, Kelsey.
Yes.
I would.
Over with you. So you're gonna say, Kelsey,
Wait a
would you
minute.
please take the time out to review the consent form, and I need your signature.
Will you take the time to fill out the consent form, and I need your signature?
And so you'll do like right here. Put your name right there.
Okay.
Okay. Now allow her to review it. And now ask her, okay, what am I signing?
So what am I signing? What is this for?
This is the consent form. Basically just giving me the ability to do your lashes and
Take pictures.
take pictures, do before and after pictures, and
If you have any questions about the service,
if you have any questions about the service,
just let me know.
just let me know.
Okay.
So I gotta fill this out for you. My first one was paid for.
It don't matter. Just write it big.
Make sure I can see it.
Just fill it out. But no, this is serious. This is gonna save you a lot. Okay. And then we're gonna go to this second page here, and I need you to complete
I
these
need
questions
you to complete these questions
with the yes or no.
with the yes or the no,
And then that's it.
and then that's it.
So now we're gonna look at her natural eye shape. So do you feel like she has a round, an almond, or a deep set?
An almond.
Good job. Now come look at the texture. We're gonna have to get up in there and see them. So what kind of texture does she have? Does she have fine, medium, or coarse texture? Good job. Your mother does have fine lashes, and I mean they could easily be considered medium, but typically, like upon first glance, they look fine. What type of shape are the lashes? Are they straight? Are they curly? Or are they mixed? And we're talking about the actual lash itself. Are they straight?
No.
So you feel like they're curly?
Yeah.
Okay. And the arrangement, are they full? Are they sparse? Or do they have gaps? They're full. Okay. All right. So on this classic set, which curl would you recommend? Ask the client. I would say C2, but ask the client.
Okay. What curl would you like?
How do you feel about
How
lashes?
do you feel about a C curl?
Do you like lashes to be curly? Do you like the lashes to be seen from afar? What kind of strips do you wear? You don't?
I don't.
This is a good question. This is a valid
I've
question.
never done anything to you.
So when they say that, you don't run them away. If anything, you can go up, but you don't never go up to go down, right? So you start them at classic, C's, CC's. She's gonna be fine with that all day long. Hand sanitizer on. You done gave somebody the bugs, the eye bugs.
Don't do that for me.
It's a thing called mites, demodex mites. They're lash mites. So you're gonna pull out about 8 pieces like that, like 6 pieces, like 3 for each eye. Okay, so look, this is how you do a tape down. Let me tell you this right now. The tape down, you know when people get their lashes done and up underneath their Miss Kelsey, like it's literally just red, and you be like, why are your eyes red right there? 9 times out of 10 it's red like that because the tape down was trash. Because the whole time they laid down, they were exposed to fumes. So I'm gonna come in with this gel pad, and I'm gonna try to catch as many bottom lashes as I can because I don't want to have my client uncomfortable. Just get the ones in the middle. Yep, that's good. A mascara wand is used to straighten lashes. So sometimes lashes can be just going different directions. So you just want to straighten them up before you start doing them. You ain't got to confuse yourself. 9, 10. You get what I'm saying? Okay. Because I know I'm not dyslexic, but there you go, friend. You need to take your finish putting in your notes. So you know the length you use, so write the length you use. And you know you did you know what style you did.
It was the open eye, right?
Nope. This had me talking about nope. No, ma'am.
Oh no, it was the cat eye.
Yes, it was.
So how'd it go?
It went very good.
What was your...
She taught me all about lashes and how to isolate and how to put them on.
Oh, that's good. That's important. I don't get my lashes in a lot, but I knew she was the best teacher ever. What was your favorite part?
Putting the lashes on the mannequin.
That's what's up. So after everything you did today, you think you're going to continue with your journey of being a lash artist?
Yes.
Period. Because once your face look good, Pooh.
Thank you.